X-Force Issue 10 sees Logan, Domino, and Kid Omega head deeper into the Terra Verde tunnels, where Logan talks to Domino about why she chose to keep her mind when resurrected. But Domino says that what she decides to keep is her own business. Still, Logan knows what it's like to remember everything he could, so it's hard for him to accept Domino wants to forget. Suddenly, a spike trap activates, but Logan is saved by Kid Omega, who halts the spikes before they kill Logan. Quentin says that he should let Domino and Logan die, so he would finally get some peace, telling them that he would get the 5 to resurrect them as beta versions of themselves so they could be his groupies. He frees Logan with his guns, saying that all sounds like the utopia that he would have if he was in charge. Domino begins to argue with Quentin, but Logan shuts them up as they find a huge wall of hieroglyphics. Logan says that from what he can read from the pictures, the weeds have been growing here for centuries. Suddenly, the weeds shoot out of the ground, taking Kid Omega and dragging him into the darkness, as they also come for Wolverine, leaving Domino alone in the dark. Back on Krakoa, Black Tom gets ready to head to Terra Verde on Beast's orders, knowing he's on a search and destroy mission, but knows that lately he and the island have been feeling somewhat smothered. The island doesn't want him to go, rooting him into the land, but Tom rips himself free, kissing the dirt before saying goodbye and heading through the gate. Domino meanwhile runs a gauntlet of traps as she makes her way deeper into the temple, knowing that since she can't see where she's going, she knows not dying is a matter of blind luck. Soon she stops, remembering what Forge said about her new bioorganic arm, using her mind to turn part of it into a night vision goggle, which lights up some drag patterns that lead her into a giant hall where plant monsters have gathered to sacrifice Logan. Logan threatens the knife-wielding cult leader as monsters begin attacking Domino. On Krakoa, Beast tries to get into contact with X-Force as Jean arrives, knowing he has made quite a mess of this mission. She grabs him with her powers, knowing Hank is trying to apologize for only after being caught doing what he did to the president's son. Angered Hank lied to her, she throws him around, saying Beast acts in the greater good are lies for the humans, and X-Force only exists because of trust. Hank knows her hesitation is understandable, but no man has been harmed, but millions are at risk, and he had to harm the president's son in order to counter the risk he posed to Krakoa. And maybe he should be angry with Jean invading his mind without his permission. Jean tells him to shut up since he can't see the human cost of what he has done. Back in Terra Verde, Black Tom fights off the plant monsters outside the temple, knowing he's meant to be a savior here, not fighting like this. He knows the plants are listening to someone else as Jean arrives with Sage, saving him and telling Black Tom X-Force isn't about saviors or heroics, it's about getting the dirty work done by whatever means necessary. As Black Tom critiques Sage on her choice of attire, Jean grabs them both, telling them that they are going to clean up this mess together. In the temple, the monsters bring their leader a sack that has Kid Omega's plant-covered corpse in it. As the vines overtake Domino and Logan wrestles to free himself, the cult leader grabs Quentin's body, which spews forth new flower spores. As the spores spread through the temple, Logan frees himself, stabbing the cult leader in the face, but his vines rip into Logan's flesh, beginning to choke him from the inside out. Jean, Sage, and Black Tom arrive. Jean says that if Beast turned their own biotech into a weapon, and if the programming of the Telefloronics made it into a contagion, and the temple is a hard drive, then that makes the 3 mutants a Trojan virus. Thanks to Jean tapping into the Telefloronics, she is able to rot it all away, killing it all off and freeing the people of Terra Verde, as well as Logan, Domino, and Quentin. Jean knows that everyone is free, but now knows that Beast wants to make the nation an extended Republic of Krakoa. However, that's out of her hands now, as she is done with it all, quitting the team. Later on Krakoa, Logan is joined in his bath by Jean, whom he knows quit X-Force. He knew she wouldn't last long since she's too good for the work that needs doing by the team. Logan does, however, think that X-Force needs a moral compass, and Jean knows that it will have to be Sage, although Logan doesn't think that she is cut out for it. However, Jean tells him to give her a chance, wondering if maybe he should reach out to Colossus as well, since he has a big heart. Jean says this new dawn was about defending against the worst, but knows it's about hoping for the best. Logan says that you have to be the worst to fight the worst, and Jean tells Logan that if he thinks that she's too good for X-Force, then she's too good for him. However, Logan knows that she just needs a taste of poison every now and then to keep things balanced as he kisses her. X-Force Issue 10 was a great ending to the Terra Verde arc that paid off some things that I didn't think would be paid off right now. The biggest one being Beast finally getting caught out on his shit and running X-Force for kind of his own personal gain and own personal tests and whatnot. I really love Jean just wrecking his shit and being so over all all of the shady stuff that the Island Nation is doing, specifically what Beast is doing. And it's cool, she's kind of also starting to question things now about like what this whole nation was meant to be about and how that's kind of been warped a little bit. I do hope Beast's story continues over the next few arcs, since I thought it was really quite interesting what Benjamin Percy was doing with him, as well as all of these characters. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.